Show you who's boss. It's just a little clip. I got too much power. Frank West! I'm not going to say that set the tone for the night, because the tone for the night is agony. And we got somebody else coming up to the stage. We got somebody coming up to the stage, and she's going to bring you something that is not of her choosing, and her name is bumpgrrl! Oh, shit, bumpgrrl. Bumpgrrl, who comes the carrier? I don't
it's
actually
like Doom.
see anything in his hands.
Oh, fuck.
Also, it seems to have some K-pop. Oh, shit. Oh, it's like that terrible Police song.
It's so beautiful. Again and again and again and again and again and again.
All right. Well, you seem to have a bottle. On top of the bottle, I don't know if you noticed, the bottle actually says the lube on it. It's a glass bottle that says the lube. Wait, well, just pick it up. Just hold it with your hands. Do you want to put it in your mouth? There you go. Oh, yeah, pull. You know, it actually would have helped that get out faster.
No, baby oil?
The lube. So, bumpgrrl, what do you have there?
I have a message from the heavens. By Reverend Abba Nazariah from towardsfreedom.com, I bring you the Jesus diet.
Fit dude. Good-looking guy. All right.
So it is a massive document on the Jesus diet, the Essene Fruitarianism as a dietary practice today from the Essene Church of Jesus Christ by Reverend Abba Nazariah. Towardsfreedom.com. In this article, in case you haven't noticed yet, I will describe the Essene Fruitarian diet practiced and advocated by Jesus Christ.
Fruitarian? Jesus was a fruitarian?
While it is true that Jesus only required basic vegetarianism, no meat, to become a baptized disciple, it is also true that he strongly encouraged those who are able and willing to go on to become Essene Fruitarians. It is true. I don't know why you're silent. Jesus. It's Jesus. Let us begin by establishing... God, this is fucking long. Jesus.
There's a lot of tips.
Let us begin by establishing the fact that Jesus made vegetarianism a requirement of discipleship, and that he himself was a vegetarian in the Essene New Testament, because I haven't said that already.
It's established. Absolutely.
Okay, now... Oh, don't worry, guys, it's here. Now a more detailed definition of the term Essene Fruitarian, that's capitalized.
We all know it. Why would you even tell us?
I'm sorry. Everyone here is a true friend of Jesus. We have already stated that an Essene Fruitarian eats only... No, we didn't. Eats only the part of a plant that can be eaten without killing the plant. Thus, not only the typical fruits can be eaten, grapefruit, grapes, figs, dates, etc., but also corn, squash, broccoli, almonds, sunflower seeds, and any other vegetarian food you can eat without killing the plant. Lettuce can be eaten if harvested correctly. Simply pick the outer leaves of the lettuce rather than uproot the plant. The lettuce will continue to grow more leaves, and you can continue to harvest the outer leaves every few days. Eventually, it will go to seed. You can harvest the seed for your next planting. Even grains such as wheat can be eaten, although it is not necessary to uproot the grass and harvest grain. Although many Essene vegetarians will choose to be vegan, it is not possible to eat dairy products.
At some point.
This is really important, and we have to get through all of it.
Jesus, we get it. We're vegan.
No! Wrong!
She's one of the vegans that likes to talk about it a lot.
This is the new level.
You're not listening. Although many Essene Fruitarians will choose to be vegan, it is possible to eat dairy products because dairy is fruit on this diet since the animal is not killed and the milk comes from grass that need not be uprooted.
Milk doesn't come from
Milk
grass.
comes from grass,
It does
Lemon.
not come from grass.
Jesus said so. The milk you buy at a typical grocery store in modern America is not the milk endorsed by Jesus. Grocery store milk is not raw, it is not from animals well cared for, and it is not from sheep or goats. Again, one can choose to be a vegan Essene fruitarian. Period. But in order to support my assertion, that's the Reverend
Don't go backwards. We can't go backwards.
Reverend Abba Nazariah. It's not Paul, for once. My assertion that Jesus permitted his disciples to use raw dairy products, I quote from the Essene Gospel of Peace. Wherefore prepare and eat all fruits of trees, and all grasses of the fields, and all milk of beasts good for eating, for all these are fed and ripened by the fire of life. All are the gift of the angels of our earthly mother, but eat nothing to which only the fire of death gives savor, for it is such of Satan. Jack Chick, did you write this? Okay.
Fuck you for writing this, Jack Chick.
Hang on, we'll see if there's more Satan coming up. Okay, Jesus' reference to foods that are ripened by the fire of life, quote unquote, is a reference to raw foods. See, I explain everything. I don't know what you're complaining about. His reference to the fire of death is a reference to cooked foods. Above, we see that he specified that not only milk, but all our other Essene fruitarian foods as well should be raw, uncooked, in case you weren't sure what raw meant, if at all possible. Jesus' emphasis on raw food vegetarianism is made clear.
Where?
Satan.
Okay,
Wherefore
okay, I'll
prepare
take your word
and...
for it.
Okay, but since you can't cook anything, we're going to go on how to cook with the sun. When it comes to cooking with the sun, Jesus had a big advantage over many of us. He lived in a desert! Exclamation mark. I think this was written by Jack Chick. Personally, I live in Oregon where it rains much of the year, and cooking with the sun is not always possible. However, a food dehydrator will accomplish the tasks. You see, the reason Jesus wants to... Yeah, well, it's not the fire of death, life, and the fire of death, which gives... Jesus wants us to cook the bread in the sun rather than an oven, is that he knows the living enzymes in the wheat will be killed if the bread is cooked at a temperature of 118 degrees or more.
Fuck you! That's so wrong!
No, wait. This is true not only of wheat, but of all food. Anything you cook at a temperature of 118 degrees or more will have its enzymes destroyed. As Jesus knew 2,000 years ago, and as modern science has now confirmed, enzymes are absolutely essential to your health. And besides the destruction of enzyme, cooking food destroys many other nutritional elements and creates cancer-causing toxins. But you shall be saved if you prepare your bread in a food dehydrator, and the living enzymes and nutrients will be preserved.
Great. What would Jesus cleanse?
Well, I know the above to be true because I have personally experienced it. After several years on a raw food diet, I had a profound sense of walking with God all the time.
Oh, is that what diarrhea is? I didn't really...
Rather than just, meditating or having a peak experience. Like, peak. A peak experience. There is a big difference between merely talking or thinking about God and actually experiencing God. Period. After 7 years on a raw diet, I began to see auras. Experience telepathy and clairvoyance. Have past life recall. And do out-of-body travel.
I see in my future my dinner will taste like shit.
Well, you may think that's unusual, but all of those things are our birthright as human beings. Lemon, the most important birthright of all is to walk with God in perpetual communion.
Just always
always eating the communion wafers? Always communion wafers.
Oh my God, we get lists. We get lists, guys. I love lists. Okay, synopsis of phase 1, because a synopsis is something that summarizes what's gone before, and that doesn't do this. Phase 1 allows us to make a gradual transition into Essene fruitarianism. Bullet point 2, all of the foods we eat must potentially be able to be eaten without killing the plant, potentially. We must attempt to eat mostly organic foods. 2/3 of our food must be raw, with a goal of eventually achieving 100% raw. We should become aware of the additional requirements of phase 2 and phase 3 and begin step by step to incorporate these elements as able. Don't worry, the next section is synopsis of phase 2. Look at all the pages Montrith gave me. Aren't you happy?
Thanks.
Okay,
Montrith.
so phase 2. We are required to eat only foods that we can reasonably assume are actually harvested without killing the plant. We are required to eat mostly organic foods. This is the fucking same goddamn... Oh, we are required to eat 100% raw. Okay, it's different. We are required to fast 1 day per week, not eat at all. Can be the ancient Hebrew day, sunset to sunset. Can be any day of the week. Raw juices and/or water permitted. We are required to become aware of and attempt to implement proper food combining. We are required to make every effort not to overeat. Synopsis of phase 3. We're required to have actual personal knowledge that the foods we eat were harvested without killing the plant. You should be introduced to it in person when it was first born, and then... Oh, sorry, that's not in here. In the case of tree-grown fruits and nuts, a reasonable assumption is still permitted. We are required to always eat raw organic foods, 100% raw. We are required to eat food that is fresh and in season. We are required to fast on the Sabbath. You can't pick your day anymore. Friday to sunset to Saturday sunset. Water only, no juice this time. We will starve you to death. We are required to become aware of and implement proper food combining. We had to do that last time. We are required to eat no more than 2 major meals per day. A piece of fruit or a glass of juice does not count as a major meal. We are required to eat no solid food before noon. Raw juice is okay before noon. Oh my God. See, you're on this diet and you're becoming clairvoyant because we are required to begin our last major meal of the day no later than sunset. Bright light. We should attempt to save 1 or more seeds from each fruit or plant we eat for later planting. This is not a requirement, but an invitation to advanced ahimsa.
How did it start? We are required, and then you said we're not required?
We should attempt.
Oh, we should. Okay, sorry.
Yeah. Menus. Sample phase 1 breakfasts. 1. 4 organic bananas. 2. 4 organic...
That's a lot of banana.
but okay, you can have something different. You can have 4 organic bananas blended with a little water and a tablespoon of raw carob powder. And the Reverend reassures us that this tastes like a chocolate shake! Exclamation mark.
It's the water that really adds that flavor to it.
There's other choices. More breakfasts. You can have a bowl of organic figs, dried or fresh. You can have an organic melon. You can have organic fruit juice. You can have raw organic vegetable juice. Cucumber makes a good base. No, it doesn't. Cucumber's fucking water. 2 or 3 organic apples. Okay, phase 1. Fruit. Yeah, well, it's a fruitarian diet, Jack Chick. Duh. Okay.
Let me explain what fruit is.
Okay. Sample phase 1 lunches. 1, 2 baked potatoes. 2 baked sweet potatoes. 3 steamed brown rice. 1, 2 baked potatoes. 2 baked sweet potatoes.
Baked potatoes.
Baked
potatoes.
Baked
in the sun?
1, 2 baked potatoes.
Okay, wait. Okay.
They're getting you into it slowly.
Right, but that's
This is phase 1.
That's not a baked potato.
Listen, I can't clarify because everything's on the floor and I can't go back according to Lemon. So, steamed brown rice, baked squash, also baked large vegetable salad. Remember the lettuce thing that you don't have to kill it. Essene bread, which we don't know how to make, and fruit salad. Yeah. Hey, it's like a normal food. Whoa, weird. Sample 1 phase 1 dinners. Large vegetable salad. If you do not have salad for lunch, Have it for dinner. Select a gourmet raw food recipe from Gabriel Cousin's book, Conscious Eating, available from our Essene Church. That's Gabriel Cousin's book about conscious eating. Also, you can have another 2 baked sweet potatoes or 2 baked sweet potatoes. Those are 2 separate options. Or you can select a gourmet raw food dish from the book Angel Foods, Heavenly Foods for Heavenly Bodies by Cherie Soraya, available from our church as well for a low, low price of, I'm sure... Skip phase 2 sample meals. Oh man, we gotta. Oh wow, this is gonna be like, okay guys, this is gonna be intense. We're just gonna have to like.
I'm hoping there's a
jump
blue
into.
plate for this kind of shit.
Okay.
Can I get like a blue apron, kind of like, hey, we send you fruit, you eat it. Fuck you, lots of money.
Oh wait, don't worry. I don't think we have to eat anything as a phase 3.
Squarespace is not a law firm.
So, by phase 3, we have phased out breakfast. 1, go for an early morning walk in nature. This is breakfast. And breathe deeply with the fresh air. Recite the words of the Essene Communion with the Angel of Air. Angel of air, enter my lungs and give the air of life to my whole body. And breakfast option number 1. Breakfast option number 2. Drink some pure water. Immediately alter reciting the words of the Essene Communion. I think they mean after. Essene Communion with the Angel of Water. Angel of water, enter my blood and give the water of life to my whole body. But you don't have to do both of them. You can do one or the other.
The angel says no because you're going to be dead soon.
I told you, eating optionals. Okay, option 3, sunbathe in the morning sun while you recite the Essene Communion with the Angel of Sun. Come on, everyone with me now. Angel of Sun, enter my solar center and give the fire of life to my whole body. Oh my God, I'm a cult leader. My life ambition is realized. Okay, sorry, never mind. Drink. Oh, guys, food.
Shit, is there food on this menu?
Well, okay, you judge. Drink some raw vegetable or fruit juice. Nope. Immediately alter the juice by reciting the words. Maybe they do mean alter. Okay, so you drink, anyway, the raw vegetable or fruit juice, immediately alter reciting the words of the Essene Communion with the Earthly Mother. The Earthly Mother and I are one. She gives us the food of life to my whole body.
The Earthly Mother and I are one. She gives us fruit of our life for her body.
Food of life. You got it fucking wrong. Okay, so it's okay. You can make it up by number 5, hugging a tree. Oh man, 6 is worse. Okay, let's just get through 5. Breakfast number 5. Breakfast number 5. We haven't even gotten to lunch and dinner. Hug a tree as you recite the words of the Essene Communion with the Angel of Life. This time, Angel of Life, enter my limbs and give strength to my whole body. And number 6 is stand barefoot in the soil or on the grass.
That's too silly.
And recite the words of the Essene Communion with the Angel of Earth. Fuck, there's fucking a lot of angels. Jesus.
I cheated on my diet. I hugged the tree last night, but I was barefoot at the time.
You're supposed to do that in the morning, you asshole. It's breakfast.
That's gonna go straight.
The
to
most
your thighs.
important meal of the day. Okay.
Let me break my fast by not eating any food.
It's okay because the Angel of Earth will enter your generative organs. And regenerate your whole body. At least you're supposed to ask it to do that. Oh, God, there's a 7th fucking breakfast. Montrith, I thought we were friends. We built so many beautiful things in Minecraft. Sit in your garden and behold the beauty as you recite the words, "This isn't breakfast." No, sorry. I was editorializing. Of the Essene Communion with the Angel of Joy, descend up on earth, descend up, descend up on earth. Descend up on earth and give beauty to all things, like my breakfast, which doesn't exist. Guys, there's lunches and dinners, but on the bright side, it's the last page. Okay, sample phase 3 lunches. 1, stand for a while by an apple tree. When you notice an apple fall to the ground, pick it up and eat it. Or gently shake a limb. So the ripest apple falls to the ground. Or pick the apple. Well, now I can pick the apple. Goddamn. Okay. Or pick the apple that looks the ripest and smells the best. If you want another, repeat the process.
Okay. I have 1 food. How do I get 2 foods?
Okay, well, sample breakfast number 2. Stand by an orange tree. And repeat the above process.
What's sample lunch number 3?
Stand by a pear tree. And repeat the apple tree process. Do not repeat the orange tree process, it won't work.
Kelly, you spilled your drink.
Okay, it's if you want a heartier lunch phase, sample lunch 4, stand by an avocado tree. And repeat the apple tree process.
Wait a minute. Now you're just repeating yourself.
Or hey, 5, chew some wheatgrass and swallow the juice. Then gag on the resultant fiber. Oh, that's not in here. 6, offer to pick the untended fruit tree in your neighbor's yard in exchange for a portion of the harvest. Eat some of your portion for lunch. Share some with your friends.
I keep coming over, but like he's never around. Like all the lights are on, but like I knock on the door and like nobody comes. It's weird.
You're not allowed to shake peach trees. They explicitly were not mentioned. Okay, number 7, visit a local organic farm. Pick several ears of corn after paying for them. You didn't have to pay for anything else, but you have to pay for corn. Sit and pray. Eat the corn. Corn is delicious raw. Lies.
That's actually like deadly, isn't it? Like wouldn't that actually? Okay.
No, it's just shitty.
That's fine. That's fine.
Okay, now for dinner. Number 1, walk in your garden. I heard that. Notice a perfectly ripe vegetable. Give love to the plant the vegetable is growing on. Promise to plant a seed from the vegetable next spring. I promise I'll call you.
You're a fucking fruit pimp.
Eat the vegetable right there in the garden. Repeat the process with another ripe vegetable. In your garden, squat near a row of lettuce. Do not kneel down. Do not bend down. Squat down. Carefully harvest the outer leaves of several lettuce plants without uprooting the plants. Eat the leaves.
Do not wash the leaves under any circumstances.
Sample phase 3 dinner. Number 3, when you have more cucumbers in your garden than you can eat, pick several and juice them. Add some freshly picked greens, drink the juice, and notice how good you feel. Because when you go to sample breakfast 4, instead of eating, meditate in your garden, you'll wish you were drinking cucumber juice because you're starving. And while you're, communing with God and meditating and being clairvoyant and passing out, instead of eating, dance in ecstasy in your fruit orchard.
You misspelled on.
Dance in ecstasy in your fruit orchard. Okay, sample phase. Oh, yes. Oh, my God. So close. So fucking close. When especially hungry. Why would you be especially hungry? Eat 2 large Haas avocados. Haas. Number 7, have a feast. Make a large vegetable salad from whatever is ripe in your garden. Invite friends over to share the feast. Altar dinner, form a song circle and sing sacred songs together.
bumpgrrl! That was fucking infuriating. Why does my head hurt? All right, one more time, please, for bumpgrrl. We have so very much more for you. Things you haven't expected, things you would not expect, things I, in fact, do not know about. Coming up, we're going to take a very, very quick break. I don't think any of us are drunk enough, although I appreciate the gentleman who brought me more liquor to help that happen. So we're going to take a quick break. I don't know, 5, 10, something like that, and we will be back with more Finnish garbage. Stick around. Please do not escape.